Australia's cinemas, grand, historic, and haunted? Join us as we explore 10 of the most spine-tingling movie theaters down under, where whispers of ghosts echo through the aisles. From a phantom actor in Melbourne to unexplained chills in Canberra, get ready for real tales of the cinematic unknown. If you haven't checked our real haunted movie location video yet, check it out. Link is in description. 10. The Roxy Theatre, Leeton, New South Wales. Opened in 1930, the Roxy Theatre in Leeton is a beautifully preserved example of an early 20th century cinema in a regional Australian town. It served as a vital source of entertainment and community gathering for the people of Leeton for many decades, showcasing films and hosting local events. The Roxy has been lovingly restored and continues to operate as a cinema and community arts space. The reports of unusual occurrences and a lingering presence add to its historical charm, and have even attracted paranormal investigations to the location. Locals and those who have worked at the Roxy over the years have reported a variety of unexplained phenomena. The feeling of being watched when alone in the theater, particularly in the upper levels or the old projection booth. The distinct sound of someone walking or moving around when the building is empty and locked up for the night. Some have reported unexplained noises, like soft whispers or the faint creak of seats in the empty auditorium. Lights have also been known to flicker or turn on and off inexplicably. While no single, tragic figure dominates the Roxy's ghostly lore, there's a collective sense of a lingering energy, perhaps the echoes of countless moviegoers and moments shared within its walls. The Roxy's blend of preserved historical charm and these reported spectral occurrences has even made it a point of interest for paranormal investigators. Whether these are simply tricks of an old building or genuine paranormal activity, the stories add an intriguing layer to the Roxy's rich history, making a visit to this regional cinema a potentially more memorable experience than just catching a movie. 9. National Film and Sound Archive, Canberra, ACT. Before becoming the National Film and Sound Archive, NFSA, the building served as an anatomical institute. This previous use involved the storage and study of human remains, including skeletons and other specimens, for medical and scientific purposes. This history is a significant factor in the building's alleged hauntings. The building now houses Australia's vast collection of films, sound recordings, and broadcast materials. The NFSA is a cultural institution dedicated to preserving and sharing Australia's audio-visual heritage. However, the building's past as an anatomical institute has led to numerous reports of paranormal activity from staff and visitors over the years. Staff and visitors to the NFSA have reported a range of unexplained phenomena. The distinct feeling of being watched in empty corridors, a prickling sensation that suggests unseen eyes. Doors have been known to open and close on their own, and the sound of disembodied footsteps echoing through silent rooms has been reported by those working late. Perhaps the most frequently mentioned occurrences involve cold spots in certain areas of the building, sudden drops in temperature that have no logical explanation. Some have even claimed to see shadowy figures or fleeting apparitions, particularly in the older sections of the building that would have been part of the original Anatomical Institute. The juxtaposition of a place dedicated to preserving Australia's vibrant cultural history with its darker, more scientific past creates a unique and potentially haunted atmosphere. It serves as a reminder that even institutions dedicated to memory can hold secrets and energies from a time when the building served a very different purpose, leaving behind whispers and shadows that continue to intrigue and unsettle. 8. Schonell Theatre, Brisbane, Queensland. The Schonell Theatre is located within the University of Queensland's St. Lucia campus. It has served as a venue for student productions, independent films, lectures, and various cultural events. Its history is intertwined with the academic and artistic life of the university. The theatre continues to be a functioning part of the university, hosting a diverse range of performances and screenings. While specific, widely circulated ghost stories might be less prominent, its presence on lists of potentially haunted locations in Australia suggests that some unusual experiences have been reported over time, likely within the university community. Some students and staff who have spent late nights in the theatre have reported unsettling experiences. The feeling of being alone, yet sensing a presence in the shadows of the empty auditorium. Unexplained noises, the soft rustling of unseen movement, the faint sound of a door creaking open when no one is around. Given its location within a larger institution with its own history and stories, it's possible that any reported phenomena are intertwined with the broader lore of the university campus. While concrete details of specific ghosts or tragic events within the Schonell itself might be scarce publicly, the fact that it appears on lists of potentially haunted places suggests that for some, the theatre holds an atmosphere that goes beyond the purely theatrical, a subtle reminder that even within a place of learning and creativity, mysteries can linger. 7. The ASDA Theatre, St Kilda, Victoria. Opened in 1936, the ASDA Theatre is a magnificent single-screen cinema known for its stunning Art Deco architecture and its commitment to showing a diverse range of films, from classics to contemporary releases. It has maintained much of its original grandeur and holds a special place in the hearts of Melbourne's film enthusiasts. The ASDA continues to operate as a beloved independent cinema. While specific, widely documented ghost stories are less prevalent compared to some of the older theatres on this list, there's a general sense of a unique atmosphere within the building, perhaps attributed to its age and rich history. Some patrons and staff have reported a vague feeling of a presence or unexplained chills, contributing to its overall mystique. Some patrons have reported a sudden, inexplicable drop in temperature during screenings, a fleeting chill that has no logical explanation. Others have described a sense of being watched from the empty balconies, a subtle prickling sensation that adds to the immersive cinematic experience in an unexpected way. Staff members, particularly those working late at night, have occasionally mentioned unusual sounds, soft footsteps in empty corridors, the faint creak of a seat when no one is sitting down. These aren't dramatic or frightening occurrences, but they contribute to the overall feeling that the ASDA holds onto the energy of its many decades as a beloved entertainment venue. It's as if the countless stories projected onto its screen have somehow seeped into the very fabric of the building, leaving behind a subtle, perhaps even benevolent, presence that adds to the unique charm of this iconic cinema. 6. Cinema Nova, Carlton, Victoria. The site of Cinema Nova in Carlton has a history of entertainment, though not always as a cinema under the same name. Parts of the current complex incorporate the old Metro Theatre in Melbourne, which had its own long history as a picture palace. Carlton itself is a historic inner-city suburb of Melbourne with a vibrant cultural scene. Cinema Nova has established itself as a popular art house and independent cinema complex in Melbourne. The reported unusual occurrences, particularly in Cinema 4, and the lingering stories from the Metro Theatre days, add a subtle layer of intrigue to its modern operation. These tales are more anecdotal and less formally documented but persist within the staff culture. One particular cinema, Number 4, has garnered a reputation among staff for unexplained occurrences. Some have reported a persistent feeling of being watched while cleaning late at night, the distinct sense of a presence in the empty room. Lights have been known to flicker erratically for no discernible reason, and a general feeling of unease has been noted by those working alone in that specific theatre. Adding to the spectral lore is the connection to the former Metro Theatre in Melbourne, now part of the Nova complex. Legend has it that the ghost of a former projectionist still lingers in the area of the old projection booth. Some past employees have claimed to see a shadowy figure resembling a projectionist moving in the darkness, a silent guardian of the reels and the silver screen. These aren't dramatic hauntings with loud bangs or ghostly apparitions. Instead, they are subtle, unsettling sensations, a cold spot, a fleeting shadow, the feeling of someone standing just behind you in an empty room. Whether these are tricks of the old buildings, the echoes of countless films projected within their walls, or something more mysterious remains unknown. But these persistent stories add a unique, slightly spooky dimension to the Cinema Nova experience, a reminder that even modern spaces can hold onto the energies of their past. 5. The Regent Theatre, Richmond, New South Wales. Opened in the 1930s, the Regent Theatre in Richmond was a classic Art Deco picture palace, a grand venue for cinemagoers in the local community. It provided entertainment and served as a social hub for decades, showcasing the latest films and offering a touch of glamour to the town. After ceasing operation as a cinema, the building had various uses before eventually being put up for sale. Interestingly, its alleged haunting became a unique selling point, with real estate listings even mentioning the resident ghost, a lady who reportedly fell to her death in the stairwell in the 1930s. This unusual marketing strategy highlights the enduring local legend associated with the theatre. Over the years, those who worked in or visited the Regent reported unsettling experiences. the distinct sound of footsteps on the stairs when no one was there. A sudden chill in the air around the stairwell. Some claim to have seen a fleeting, shadowy figure on the landing, a sad and silent presence seemingly forever bound to the place of her demise. What makes the Regent's haunting particularly unique is how it was embraced in recent times. When the property was put on the market, the real estate agents openly advertised its resident ghost, turning a potentially eerie aspect into a curious selling point. Imagine the brochure: charming Art Deco theatre with character, and a ghost. Whether a marketing gimmick or a genuine acknowledgement of local lore, the story of the lady in the stairwell adds an intriguing layer to the Regent's history. It serves as a reminder of the human stories, both joyful and tragic, that are often etched into the fabric of old buildings, turning them into more than just bricks and mortar. 4. Theatre Royal, Hobart, Tasmania. Opened in 1837, the Theatre Royal is Australia's oldest continuously operating theatre. It has played a pivotal role in Hobart's cultural life, hosting countless performances and witnessing significant moments in Tasmanian history. Its early years saw a mix of theatrical productions, social gatherings, and even public meetings. It has survived fires, renovations, and periods of economic hardship, standing as a testament to the enduring power of live performance. The legend of Fred, the actor who died on stage in the 1800s, some accounts suggest by stabbing himself during a performance, is deeply intertwined with the Theatre Royal's identity. It's said that his presence has actually helped save the theatre from demolition on at least one occasion, with a belief that disturbing his spirit would bring bad luck. The theatre continues to thrive, embracing its ghostly resident as part of its unique charm and history. Over the years, staff and performers have shared numerous encounters with Fred's subtle presence. The feeling of a gentle push or nudge when standing near the stage. The distinct sound of a single, polite cough from the empty auditorium. Lights flickering inexplicably in certain areas, particularly around the stage door he supposedly used. Some even claim to have seen a shadowy figure in period costume watching from the upper boxes. Fred's presence is so ingrained in the theatre's culture that he is often acknowledged before performances, a quiet nod to the unseen patron. He is a reminder of the theatre's long and storied past, a friendly ghost who ensures the show will always go on at Australia's oldest theatrical treasure. 3. Her Majestys Theatre, Bellerat, Victoria. Opened in 1875 as the Academy of Music, it was a significant cultural hub in the thriving gold mining town of Ballarat. It hosted a wide range of entertainment, from opera and drama to public meetings and lectures. The theatre's grand architecture reflected Ballarat's wealth and importance during that era. It underwent several name changes before becoming Her Majestys Theatre. The theatre continues to operate as a vital performing arts centre in Ballarat. The reported hauntings, while perhaps less defined by a single prominent ghost, contribute to its historical mystique. Stories of unexplained noises, shadowy figures, and a general eerie feeling, particularly backstage, have been shared by staff and visitors over the years. These tales haven't hindered its success but rather added to its character as a historic venue. Backstage, where the magic of theatre unfolds, staff have reported unsettling experiences. The distinct sound of someone walking across the stage when it's completely empty. Doors that creak open or gently close on their own. A sudden drop in temperature in certain areas for no apparent reason. Some have even claimed fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures in the wings or the upper balconies when the theatre is dark and silent. One recurring anecdote involves the feeling of being watched, a prickling sensation on the back of the neck when alone in certain parts of the theatre. Props have been known to move inexplicably, and strange whispers have been heard in the empty auditorium. While these incidents may not be dramatic confrontations with a specific ghost, they paint a picture of a theatre imbued with the energies of its long and vibrant past. Perhaps these are the echoes of past performers, stagehands, and audiences, forever a part of the fabric of Her Majestys Theatre, adding an intriguing layer to its cultural heritage. 2. Tivoli Theatre, Adelaide, South Australia. Originally opened as the Tivoli Theatre in 1913, it was a significant vaudeville and entertainment venue in Adelaide. It hosted a wide array of performances, from musical theatre and comedy to circus acts and films. The theatre was known for its lively atmosphere and played a crucial role in Adelaide's entertainment scene for many decades. After a period of decline and various uses, the theatre was eventually restored and renamed Her Majestys Theatre. The story of the fly engineer who tragically fell to his death on opening night became a part of its folklore. While the haunting isn't as widely publicized as the Princess Theatre's ghost, it's a known anecdote within the theatre community. The restored theatre continues to operate as a major performing arts venue in Adelaide, hosting national and international productions. Soon after, whispers began to circulate. Theatre staff reported strange occurrences, particularly around opening nights. The distinct sound of heavy footsteps echoing from the empty fly floor, even when no one was up there. Some claimed to have seen a shadowy figure moving in the upper levels, a fleeting glimpse of a man who seemed to be forever watching over the stage. The legend grew that the spirit of the fallen engineer remained, forever bound to the theatre where his life ended so abruptly. It's said that on opening nights, a palpable sense of unease can sometimes be felt backstage, a cold spot in the air or the feeling of being watched from above. While not a boisterous or malevolent presence, it's a somber reminder of the theatre's past, a silent spectator forever part of the Her Majesty's Theatre's story. The tale serves as a poignant, if unsettling, footnote in the grand history of this Adelaide landmark. 1. Princess Theatre, Melbourne, Victoria. Opened in 1854 as Princess's Theatre, it quickly became a premier entertainment venue in Melbourne during the Gold Rush era. It hosted numerous significant theatrical productions, operas, and ballets, establishing itself as a cultural landmark. Its ornate Victorian architecture and grand scale reflected the prosperity of the time. Over the decades, it underwent several renovations and name changes before settling back to the Princess Theatre. It has continuously operated as a theatre, showcasing both local and international performances. The alleged haunting of Frederick Baker, Frederici, after his death on stage in 1888, has become an integral part of the theatre's identity. This story hasn't negatively impacted its operation. In fact, it has added to its mystique and allure. The tradition of keeping a seat vacant for Frederici on opening nights continues, a testament to the enduring legend. The theatre remains a highly successful and respected venue, hosting major productions and attracting large audiences. The ghost story is often mentioned in promotional material and theatre tours, embraced as part of its rich history. The year 1888. The Princess Theatre in Melbourne, a jewel of the city, is alive with anticipation for a performance of Faust. On stage stands Frederick Baker, known by his stage name Frederici, a seasoned baritone. As Mephistopheles, he delivers his final, dramatic aria. Then, as the stage lights dim and the trapdoor opens beneath him for his dramatic descent to hell, something goes terribly wrong. Frederici vanishes, as planned, but he never reappears. A collective gasp turns to confusion, then horror, as it's discovered that Frederici has died of a heart attack at that very moment. But this was not the end of Federici's performance. Soon after, members of the cast and crew began reporting strange occurrences. A figure in evening dress was seen in the shadowy wings, a fleeting presence that vanished as quickly as it appeared. Disembodied footsteps echoed through empty corridors late at night. Some stagehands swore they felt a cold spot on the very location where Frederici took his final bow. The most enduring tradition, however, is the empty seat. To this day, on every opening night at the Princess Theatre, a single seat in the third row of the dress circle remains unoccupied, a silent tribute to Frederici. It's said that he returns to watch the performances, a spectral patron ensuring the show goes on. Ushers sometimes report a sudden drop in temperature or the faint scent of cigar smoke in that area. Whether a trick of the old theatre's acoustics or the lingering presence of a theatrical spirit, the legend of Frederici continues to captivate audiences and adds an undeniable layer of mystique to every performance at the Princess.